My name's Neil. I'm Partnership Manager here at Barnabus in Manchester. I've been around homelessness for around 20 years, initially volunteering with my church, just doing outreach, and then I moved across to help Barnabus. Well, since I've been involved, probably over the last 8 to 10 years, we've seen a dramatic increase in the number of people who are affected by homelessness. And particularly in Manchester, I think we have a fairly unique situation in that we have a property boom, we have rising house prices, and rising rent prices, which has then sort of cascaded down the housing market and caused sort of major issues. Yeah, it's been a perfect storm of austerity, of benefit changes, drug and alcohol addiction, mental health, and then obviously on top of that, a property boom in our city that has exacerbated that problem. A lot of people think homelessness is just people who sleep in doorways and beg on the streets. And homelessness is not. That's the visible end of homelessness, put it like that. It's way more complex. The people that we deal with can be in that situation, can be on the streets, can be begging, can be rough sleeping. But also there are people who are staying with family, staying with friends, sofa surfing, people who are sex working, people who are in temporary accommodation, B&Bs, hotels, that is not their home. So I would say anybody who doesn't have a place to call their own home is homeless. I say to anybody who thinks they've worked out homelessness, then go back to the drawing board. I think everybody could do better. That is without doubt, from the government to charities to local authorities. What I guess is what the pandemic, I suppose, has highlighted is that when we do work together and when everybody does pull in the same direction, amazing things happen. So at the start of the first lockdown, in Manchester alone, there were 1,700 people accommodated in the hotels, and everybody pulled in the same direction. So that was local authority, police, all the charities. We all worked together and we got the people off the street. It was incredible. Sadly, the way that the charity sector in the UK is set up, it creates competition, which is actually the opposite of what we need. Because we know we at Barnabas don't have the whole solution, because some people don't like us, and that's fine. They can go to another charity and get the help they need. Well, Manchester's home for me. I wasn't born here, only born an hour up the road, as it were, in North Lancashire, but I moved here over 20 years ago. It's a great city. I've always loved the buzz of Manchester, a bit dampened obviously at the minute with the pandemic, but the creativity that's here and the history of the city as a birthplace of the Industrial Revolution. I'm passionate about Manchester being at the forefront of a solution to homelessness and a solution that's long-term. And we've been very encouraged by the political changes in the city with Andy Burnham and things like that have highlighted homelessness on a political front that seems to have galvanised the city to do something about it. It's a place that's changed dramatically over the last 20 years with the investment and the buildings and the economy changing. But I know that the group of people I work with have maybe missed out on some of that. So I'd love them to benefit from the changes that we're seeing in the city.